Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ola Yola, and this is the channel of healing with a dash of humor. Today we'll be talking about how narcissists refuse to take any responsibility or accountability for their actions. One thing all narcissists hate and have in common is having to take responsibility or some kind of accountability for their actions. I've never been lucky to see that happen. They hate being in the wrong, they hate losing control, they hate not being admired or praised since they live for the spotlight. They would rather gaslight, manipulate, project, do the silent treatment in order to manipulate and not take any accountability. Trying to show them the light only backfires on you since they believe that you've now turned on them, making you the bad person. These people are so scared of facing themselves that they would rather have pretend amnesia, pretend memory loss than actually having to face themselves. They twist the story just to make it look like you are the bad person, just so they do not take any accountability or be blamed for anything. Personally, I've heard a narcissist downplay such a traumatic event that happened in my life because of them, making me look like the bad person, blaming me for what they caused in my life. They carry on like the things they do to other people are not a big deal. And if they are, then it's not their fault. And this is when tables turn. You get blamed for the horrible treatment from the narcissist. This is when you have to apologize for things you did not do. They twist the story so much that you even find yourself regretting. Why did I even try? Why did I even try to show this person the light? Why did I even try to call them out on their behavior? This word salad comes in a form of gaslighting. They can even go to an extent to tell you that you don't remember it the way it happened. The blame then starts. It can sound like you're being too dramatic or you're being too sensitive. You can be called selfish. The narcissist can say that you are imagining things, all in an attempt to manipulate you and not take any accountability whatsoever. For so many times when this happened, I would want to scream to the top of my lungs. Just take some kind of accountability, some kind of responsibility. They do apologize, but in the form of shifting the blame to you. Narcissists demand apologies, but they apologize literally to make time pass. They never apologize sincerely. Their apology always consists of, but I'm sorry, I would not have done this only if you did not do so and so. I'm sorry, I would not have said that only if you did not do so and so. So it's blame shifting galore. They have zero empathy whatsoever. I could swear that people are just objects placed in their lives for some kind of recognition or praise, or when they need them, they use them for what they need them for, and when they're done with them, they tuck them in a shelf and go get someone else to use. When they're done using that person, they come back to you, dust you off, use you for whatever they need you for, and chuck you back in your shelf. It's funny how they like being the victim of every event or scenario they are in. They love empathy, forgetting what they did in the first place to land in that same position where they'd feel like a victim. This one particular narcissist I've dealt with in my life has literally told me that if you do not do so and so, I will react this way. I was so confused. Again, this being a form of control. If you do not do so and so, I will explode and treat you like this. I will explode and humiliate you. That's an ultimatum. Narcissists find a way to humiliate, to belittle, to abuse you. Sometimes very subtly, sometimes they can just blow up. The frustrating thing about narcissists is that they are cowards. They only find this so-called kind of strength when you are in a compromising position. That's when they think they're the most powerful. It's sickening, really. That's when they feel superior, that no one can touch them. Narcissistic people find the truth, bend it to their own narrative to make it believable. Yes, they do tell the truth, but in their own way. When this is thrown back at them, this is when they lie, deny, shame, blame the victim, making them the new victim, making the narcissist the new victim. They then move on to people who are unaware of their narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic people do not change. They change their lives and they change the people around them. They see no reason to change. Trying to get them to take responsibility does not work. They believe you are against them, and that's when they feel the need to punish you. In their own twisted mind, they believe that you deserve to be punished. They even make you feel that you deserve to be punished. If you have been in a narcissistic relationship for such a long time, you start believing that these things are true. You start believing that you are this horrible person because you walk on eggshells all day. If you don't do this, I'll give you the silent treatment. If you don't do this, I will take 1, 2, 3 from you. If you don't do this, it always results in the narcissist having to control you. You walk on eggshells, you end up believing that you are this horrible person. You have to try to please the narcissist the best you can, or you know that your day will not go well. It's a really painful and excruciating experience to go through that no one should have to go through. Narcissistic people are extremely jealous and envious. A genuine person who is jealous would still be pleased for the next person. A genuine person would say things like, "Oh, I wish I could do that," or "You're so lucky you get to do that." But a narcissistic person would go out of their way to sabotage whatever it is you're trying to do just because they can't do it. They almost feel like you stole something from them. They almost feel like you have now snatched something that belongs to them and you need to be punished for that. So they will work very hard to sabotage what you have going for you. Sometimes the sabotage could come as a form of help, as something that could be beneficial to you, but really that's only a disguise to get you to drop your guard and sabotage whatever it is you are engaging in or trying to build. The difference between a narcissistic person and a sane person isn't really their behavior or their actions per se. I would say the difference is a sane person can take responsibility for their actions. They can take responsibility and accountability for something they've done. Versus a narcissist, they will twist, they will manipulate, they will blame, they will gaslight, they'll do anything just to escape having to take that responsibility. Some narcissistic people pretend to take responsibility, but only when somebody is watching. Only when there's an audience, they will perform, they will act, they will do the most. When someone is humble, they do things without an audience, they do things without recognition, they do things without having to gain praise from others. They do things with very little reward. Narcissistic people are after the reward, they're after the credit. I'm losing my lighting now since I'm using natural lights, so we'll stop this video here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.